start for a good chunk of last season, but it also seems like the competition, particularly at your position, is really rigorous. How competitive has it been here the first couple weeks?
You know, it's pretty competitive, like every other position, but we just have a lot of guards. And you just have to, this is spring ball, you're fighting for your spot every single day, and everybody's going to get enough reps, and you just got to come out and put some good stuff on film and see. The coach will decide from there. So,
who's pushing you?
Right now, me and Brock Bando are rotating at the left guard, but there's a lot of guys. It's kind of hard to tell because spring ball you get to experiment, and coaches are putting people at guard, tackle all over the place. So it's just a day-to-day basis of what's that day is going to look like. So.
Coach Austin mentioned the first week something about, he was talking about finishing, really stressing finishing at the end of every play.
Yeah.
And not even necessarily going as fast as an offense, but finish.
Yeah.
Is that a big thing?
I think that's a great big thing. One big thing we're trying to teach this year is just physicality and be more physical in the team in the fourth quarter. And the only way you can do that is just keep hammering the guys, play it and play it out. If you go 2 extra seconds on the whistle, that's just going to tire them out. So by the fourth quarter, we're just going to be running all over them. So.
Go back and watch last year, your first sort of full-time action. What did you like about the way you played, and what's on the list for you in terms of getting better?
There's a lot of things on the list. There's always can improve. The biggest thing for me is this being dialed in the snap count. You could, with all the false start penalties and stuff, I think that's the biggest killer right now. Because if we don't do that, there's a lot of drives that we got it flowing and we can score a lot more touchdowns. So right now, the biggest thing we're working on, even as a whole, is this not having penalties. So.
What was that moment like for you at Rutgers?
Yeah, it was. The Rutgers game was pretty crazy. First of all, there's nobody in the stands, which was kind of it was just weird. But yeah, I false started. Coach pulled me. I understood because I was, like I said, big emphasis, and you just got to get your mind right when you go out there and just be dialed in that snap count. So.
When did you get back in there?
I gotta be honest, I don't know. Maybe the third quarter. Honestly, I don't know what time period that was. I was just out. I think I was out like a quarter or something.
Did he say anything to you on the sideline about?
No, we, like I said, I knew what Coach G does a great job of communicating what he wants out of his players, and he didn't have to say anything to me. I immediately knew what I needed to do. So.
That was obviously Turner's, first big debut. He's been working next to you. What have you seen out of him then and since?
He's just a great guy, hard worker. He comes to practice and brings the mentality of I'm going to get better today. And I love being next to him. I think he elevates the offensive line, and I'm just really happy we have Turner at our left tackle. So.
Garrett Nelson was just out here real complimentary of the strides you guys on offense have taken this year. What to you was the single biggest improvement or step forward this offense has taken this spring?
I think after the Rutgers game, getting that big win, we kind of came together as a group and said, yeah, we could do this. And I know the last couple of seasons, the output hasn't been as people expected, but I think we're starting to believe in each other. And I think that itself is going to give us big strides for next year. So,
even in terms of your class, the offensive linemen as a group are still kind of young in this program, but there's potentially 4 or 5 guys back with starting experience. How do you guys view yourselves as far as your experience and the role in the offense that you should have because of it?
Yeah, I think we have enough experience to really do some good things next year. I don't view ourselves as young. I've been here for two years, so I'm going to be technically a junior next year. And now it's time to get the ball rolling. And I think we're playing a lot more confident this spring ball, just knowing that what the season's like and getting some reps and how to prepare for the next season.
You like the concept of being a downhill running team? Seems to be something that Coach Held, Coach Lubick have stressed a little bit more.
Yeah, I absolutely love the concept of a downhill running team, because if you're a downhill running team, your offensive line is kicking the defensive line's butt. So I think as offensive line, we should be getting us 5-6 yards a play. We were second in the Big Ten in rushing yards per play, and we want to be number 1 in the nation. So I think that's the main goal. Is just if we can run the ball, if they can't stop us, then we're just going to run the clock and win. So
During practice, are you able to appreciate what a young running back does? Are there any young guys that stand out?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. Marvin, Gabe, it's kind of hard to tell, but honestly, everybody's doing a great job at running back. I think the biggest thing that we've learned, especially this offseason, is just learning how to cut and read where the offensive line, and we're kind of simpling down the offense just a little bit just to make those guys know where to cut and stuff. So.
What do you think about the work of the other guards, the guys on the right side?
Doing a great job. Like I said, a lot of guys are believing that what we could do and coming out and really just working their tails off. And I'm just excited because if we keep pushing each other, we just keep elevating. And they're doing a great job out there.
You have young QBs taking a lot of reps besides Adrian. How have they done? And has it been pretty seamless as far as rhythm?
Yeah. I honestly, sometimes they all wear green jerseys. I kind of forget who's out there running around and throwing the ball. And everyone's from Heinrich to Adrian have been doing a great job. There's a lot of things still to improve, but our pass game has been very good. So.
Anything else for Ethan? All right, thank you.
Thank you.